Hey, how's it going? So, if you haven't seen it already, I'm currently playing all the Kingdom Hearts games from the very beginning of the timeline to the very end. I'm currently on the OG Kingdom Hearts final mix. I just finished Birth by Sleep. I gotta say, I'm very sad, but there are a lot of cool little story beats from Birth by Sleep that play very well into Kingdom Hearts. It's very nice. I'm gonna make a whole two-part video for it. I am working on it right now. Almost done with the game. Very fun, I gotta say. So hurry up, make this simple and clean. And share it with your friends, man. I would love for you to come on this journey and see me crash out over darkness and light and fighting against these weird creatures. But as I said multiple times on stream, whether it be videos, live streaming, whatever, right? I am very keen on physical fitness. Now, you're probably asking, oh, do you mean like super roided up on some supplements? No, I'm talking about very bare bones, very much like, hey, I go for running, I do lifting weights, I turn my brain off. I'm like, heavy you think? Let me lift about 30 times before my arms give out and my shoulders crack and crumble. And I'm very adamant on the fact that working out, getting fit, being as healthy as you can is very important. Now, do I indulge in junk food? Absolutely. I do 3 days on, 4 days. But I have always made it clear to myself, and other people can agree with me, as long as you work out the calories, you are fine. If you can work off like eating 2 Big Macs, 2 large Cokes, and a large fry, and then you go on a run or two. I'm not saying that you should do it. I'm just saying if you can successfully, without throwing up, without making yourself super sick, do that, go for it. Like I said, this is my personal experience with it. I'm not saying you should do this. Like I said, I care about your well being. Don't push yourself too hard to doing stupid bullshit, all right? It's not worth it. Same with, getting on steroids, because I've been through every little level, not the steroids part, but I've been on like workout supplements that my dad's given me. I've been super skinny. I've been kind of thick. My highest weight was like 220 for the most part. And I'm like, that was the unhealthiest I've ever been. I will never go back to that. But to be fair, I was a lazy bum and I wasn't really doing much to begin with. So, I may have some discretion, but if I'm like consistently trying to put on muscle, maybe I may go back to that weight. If anything, might go a clean 200, kind of more built and toned rather than, being big and bulky. Because I'm like 6'4", if not like 6'3". So, hey man, the gains go with the height. Forget my little tangent. I am very keen on physical fitness. I try to get my siblings, my friends to be like, hey man, let's go to the gym, let's work out, let's hang out for a little bit. I care about your health and well-being. Like I said, a lot of my friends, they do work out. I am very proud of their, focus, their success on that in the gym. I am a little bit envious because I'm like, dang, I need to bench more. My goodness, man. It's very important to me because one, it says, hey, I care about my life. I care about, what I put into my body, what I do with my body, because you're only given one. You're only given one chance to, see what you can do. And don't just waste it on being a slob, all right? If you can go out there, go for a walk, go for a quick little jog, do some push-ups and sit-ups. I'm not saying go out here, repping 240 and squatting 500. No, I'm just saying as long as you maintain a small amount of physical well-being, because that's how I started. I used to do just Taekwondo. I used to do push-ups, sit-ups. That was pretty much it. I got a Korean man yelling at me. His name was Master Cho. That's not racist at all. That's what he told us to call him. He was a black belt. He showed me, triple kicks in midair. I was like, oh my goodness, I want to do that one day. But it required being physically fit and flexible. And I am neither one of those things, mainly flexibility at that time. And my goodness, it came in clutch because by the time I was like, 12, 13, I was able to do that stuff. It was pretty cool, very exciting. But from then on, I just slowly, but I kind of regressed going into it since I'm like, I didn't really do much activities after Taekwondo aside from just, Boy Scouts, me riding my bike and going like 20 to 15 mile hikes, which my goodness, I don't know how I did that looking back at it, but I'm like, I'm just a young kid full of energy. Plus, I was kind of like a skinny kid, like into the beginning of high school, near the end of it, I gained like about 30 pounds, which, is not bad. But at the same time, I was on the progression of like, hey man, I want to gain muscle. I need to be proactive. I need to, work out a bunch. And I did for the most part. I toned up a lot, but primarily I wanted to get bigger, not just like, be more lean, which there's nothing wrong with being lean. Believe me, all right. I kind of missed that phase when I was like 220, and I'm like, bro, I miss being that kind of like built, but that's like the mentality you have to have. It's like progression comes with desire because you're wanting it, but you're not trying to get at it. You know what I'm saying, man? You got to earn it. You got to go through that hardship, that heartache. Now, when it comes to like, supplements and stuff like that, to be fair, I did try a few of them. I tried like those weird creatine, like fruit punch and like those powdered things. Not bad overall. I did like weird experiments with raw eggs. Now I'm allergic to eggs, so I guess that's on me. But primarily, my dad got like a whole bunch of like protein powders and stuff where it's like, hey man, put this in. Tastes like French toast. My goodness, the best flavor. He also had like peanut butter and other stuff, but no, that kind of put into like my calorie intake. It made me more bigger, which, and I guess it got out of hand because I weighed about 180 near the end of my high school, and I'm like, damn, I gotta cut back. And then from there, I didn't really work out as much until, well, I want to say September, and then from there it was like, all right, I weighed about 200 pounds, and from there I had to cut back a lot due to where I am currently in life. But overall, go work out. Don't require these supplements and stuff. Just make sure you're eating healthy. I say peanut butter is the greatest source that you can get. Peanut butter, some biscuits, some rice. You would be totally stacked if you're trying to gain muscle. Now, if you're trying to lose it, just water. Just drink some water, bro. You'll be all right. You'll be fine. I feel like I said this before, but if not, hey man, it is what it is. Sorry, I may have to censor this version for my Chinese viewers, but man, have a good time, have a great day. Most importantly, like I said, go drink that water, go for that little jog, run, just be active. That's very important. It helps you in life. Stay safe. Cheers.